Audio check 1 2 1 2.
Is BINO Nation in the building? Put those emojis in the chat.
That's my gang.
Yeah.
Cigar lit, bit thick, champion of the clique. Logic sharp, metaphor slick, never miss a trick. Angryman and blueprint, they just tryna mimic. Standard so high, they can't even scrimmage. OG on the tube, wisdom like a blade. Cut through the noise, every word tailor-made. Analogies, hit like bricks in a array. Built this empire, no handout, self-made. Masculine moves, they tremble when he speaks. Cash flow deep, they drown in his peaks. Big game strong, sharper than critiques. Cigar smoke rising, greatness at its peak. They watch, they learn, they can't comprehend. The angry man standard, where does it end? A paragon of people's chant, no pretend. Logic unmatched, every line he defends. Angry man is standard, king of the stream. Breaking down walls, shattering the dream. Champion the truth, no in between. The only standard, the angry man thing. Metaphors deadly, they stick like glue. Elegies heavy, each one rings true. Champion of the people, no fraud in his crew. Cigar in his hand, like a boss always knew. Voice like thunder, presence so divine. Every lesson drop, sharpening the mind. Wisdom in his cadence, discipline in his spine. Blueprint of a man that they'll never redefine. Never chase trends, he creates them instead. A leader of leaders, that's why he's ahead. Standing so cold, lead the doubters in dread. While he builds legacy, brick by brick, thread by thread. Stand tall, stand firm, that's the only decree. Men rise higher when they follow the key. Strength, discipline, honor, the trinity. Everything he speaks turns boys into Rudy man, a standard, king of the stream. Breaking down walls, shattering the dream. Champion of truth, no in between. The only standard, the angry man thing. Cigar smoke fade, but the legend remains. A titan in the game with iron in his veins. Blueprint for men, let it echo in your brain. Angry man is standard, remember the name. Angry man is standard.
If we agree with you, then we're black. We love black people. If we find ourselves in opposition to what you say, all of a sudden we hate ourselves and we hate black people. Who died and left you that kind of authority with your opinion? Who? Tell me.
Let them talk, baby. They don't know what we got. I see them running in the streets, chasing after crowns, trying to be the loudest voice in every single town. They say I'm moving backward cause I like to serve my king, but they don't know the peace and the power that you bring. I'll keep your plate hot, I'll keep the house still. I love to be the soft place where you can heal. They call it slavery, I call it devotion. While they drowning in a sea of mixed emotion. If loving you right makes me a pygmy, then baby pick me. I'm exactly where I wanna be. I don't want the headache, I don't want the fight. I just wanna be the one holding you at night. I follow your lead, I let you take control. You got the vision, baby, you got my soul. Call me a pygmy, call me a fool, but I'm the one winning while I'm lying next to you. They brag about being boss, They brag about the grind, but look inside their eyes. Tell me what you find. Microwave dinners and a pillow full of tears, trading a family for a couple lonely years. I respect your frame, I respect your mind. A masculine love is so hard to find. I ain't competing, I ain't keeping score. You handle the world, I handle the door to your peace. Let the new age girls argue on the net. Let them argue. They haven't found a man that they can trust yet. I'm catering to you, body and soul, playing my position, playing my role. You protect, you provide, I submit, I reside in your kingdom. Wanna be the woman that you adore. I follow your lead, I let you take control. You got the vision, baby, you got my soul. Call me a pygmy, call me a fool, but I'm waking up happy, lying next to you. Let them stay mad, we'll stay in love. I'm your pygmy forever. Forever, 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 yeah.
You are now rocking with the best. Support the Angry Man. Support the stream.
You ain't want me in the basement. Hand-me-down face, same laces. You was scrolling past my faces. Let me on, see, let me in cages. I was begging for a call then. You was laughing with your friends, he basic. Now I'm thumbing through these advances. You appear out the blue, moving flagrant. You like I always knew you had it. Tryna act like you was frontline. You were quiet when the lights dim. Now you calling when the lights hit the skyline. You ain't text when I was stressed, tryna stress rent. Now you press in, saying we got tension. Funny how your love got rich with attention. Soon as I start reaching for a mention. When a lame turns king, you appear real quick. Tryna double back fast, cause the script done flip. You ain't want me when I lose, now you love me when I win. Ain't taking that deal, we ain't falling for the spin. Don't spin a block when the crown locked in. If you ain't ride when I almost quit. You wasn't there when I drowned and lost. You don't get a seat when I finally boss. You ain't like me in my small shirt. Tight budget bus rides, all work. You was busy with the ballers. I was busy trying to call you, you ignored first. Now I'm walking in the spot, you aware now. You remixing all the history we shared now. You be lying to yourself saying I care, wow. But your silence back then way too loud. You ain't pull up to my open mic. You ain't clap when I was off time. You ain't help me with my dark mind. Now it's late call saying it's our time. No. You want front row love for a back row effort. You want king type peace with a jester record. That math don't match that metric. So I show grace but I stand with a distance separate. When a lame turns king you appear real quick. Tryna double back fast cause the script don't flip. You ain't want me when I lose, now
that deal, we ain't falling for the spin. Don't spin a block when the crown locked in. If you ain't ride when I almost quit, you wasn't there when I drowned and lost. You don't get a seat when I finally boss. This for every man who remember that, no. Every eye roll, every closed door, every scar we forgive, but we guard, we evolve, we ascend, we can glow. Keep our soul, keep our standards at 10, yeah. We ain't trophies for your timeline. We ain't fallback plans when your plans die. If you curb me at the bottom, stay offline. You can't claim a king from the sidelines. When a lame turns king, you appear real quick. Tryna double back fast, cause the script don't flip. You ain't want me when I lose, now you love me when I win. We ain't taking that deal, we ain't falling for the spin. Don't spin a block when the crown locked in. If you ain't ride when I almost quit, you wasn't there when I drowned and lost. You gon' get a seat when I finally boss.
Radio check 1 2 1 2.
Is BINO Nation in the building? Put those emojis in the chat.
That's my gang.
Woke up still grinding, dreams don't drift away. Blueprints on the table, paint the path my way. Stacks on my desk, starting out the day. Ideas lifting off, I'm the engine in play. Caffeine in my bloodstream, rhythm in my chest. I'm with intention, never settling for less. Life is a chessboard, I'm 3 steps ahead. While they fade in dreams, I'm making that bread. Overload, but I still ride slow. Pressure on me, but it helped me grow. Overload, feel it head to toe. Still I hold the line when the storms all blow. Overload, but my heart won't break. Turning all the weight in the moves I make. Overload, yeah, the climb I take. Building up a world only real ones make. They turn 9 to 5, but I'm breathing the grind. Turning losses into lessons, polishing the mind. Phone buzzing, daily opportunity speaks. While they chase distraction, I'm reaching my peaks. Call me Alice, world weight on my spine. Every scar earned, made the blueprint refine. While they binge on noise, I'm ready for the climb. Turn a single spark to a fire divine. Numbers in my sight, dreams in my hands. Building every day with deliberate plans. I'm the pulse of the hustle, the strength in the night. Turning every shadow into sun with light. Overload, but I still ride slow. Pressure on me, but it helped me grow. Overload, feel it head to toe. Still I hold the line when the storms all blow. Overload, but my heart won't break. Turning all the weight in the moves I make. Overload, yeah, the climb I take. Building up a world only real ones make. Weight on my shoulders, but I walk with grace. Turning every try to a milestone place. Late night stack, but it sharpen my aim. Every sacrifice fuels a fire in my veins. Overload, but I shine through rain. Turning all the pressure into gold from pain. Overload, but I still remain. Standing on the grind that became my lane. Overload, man, I won't let go. Every setback, just another push to grow. Overload, watch the empire glow. I was built for the heights, now I rise, now I know. Overload, but I move with soul. Holding every dream like it's made of gold. Overload, but the truth I hold. I was built for the climb, now I rise and unfold.
No, chill for what? Who is this nigga?
Yeah. They know my name, they know my word. They still throw dirt. Ha! Yeah. Been a decade in the game, 10 plus in the rain. Been a kingdom from the mud, turned up on them every string. They were lurking on my chat,
Screenshotting every frame. Took my slang, took my cadence, then pretended we the same. They was praying for my downfall while they copying my blueprint. Yeah. Every topic that I touch turn the trend, now they abuse it, use it. They be whispering in DMs, plotting on me, try to stop my rise, stop my rise, stop my rise, stop my rise. Try to ice me out the story, still I burn right through the lies. Yeah. I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. Say my name, they can steal my style, never steal my hands. They can throw that dirt, still I rise again. You can hate my goods, but watch me rain. I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. They can twist my words, never twist my stance. Blame me for it all, I just take that chance. Cause they know I'm best, they don't want my shine to last. No, they was flagging every upload, sending shots behind the scenes, posting pictures of my family, trying to crack me at the scene. Drop my name up in the phone, type my address on the site. Thought the fear would make me vanish, told them pussies catch a flight. Every time they build a boycott, I just build another brand. Turn a smear into a slogan, made a movement out to slander. Understand, they be calling me the villain, why they quoting every line. I'm the mirror that they scared of, so they cover up my life. I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. Say my name, they can steal my style, never steal my hands. They can throw that dirt, still I rise again. You can hate my goods, but watch me rain. I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. They can twist my words, never twist my stance. Blame me for it all, I just take that chance. Cause they know I'm best, they don't want my shine to last. Nah. They gon' blame me for the storm, blame me for the rain, blame me cause I said it, just remember we ain't the same. They gon' cry about my tone, but they study every take. You can hate on every move, you can cancel what I made. Nah, I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. Say my name, they can steal my style, never steal my hands. They can throw that dirt, still I rise again. You can hate my goods, but watch me rain. I'm the people's champ, I'm the angry man. They can twist my words, never twist my stance. Blame me for it all, I just take that chance. Cause they know I'm best, they don't want my shine to last. Cause they know I'm best, they don't want my shine to last. Yeah, they know I'm best, and that's why they hate the man.
I'm going to say this again, because I don't think y'all understand. Anybody can make a damn AI song, but everybody can't make an inspirational song. I don't give a shit what nobody say. These damn songs I be making right here, they make you want to go out and get it. They make you want to overcome any damn obstacle. They make you want to see your way through the darkness to the light. They make you want to be a motherfucking champion. I don't care what nobody say.
Son of her, raising no delay. This life don't wait, so I'm on my way. Feet hit the pavement, sunrise grinning. Life's a roulette and I'm always spinning. Pocket full of dreams, got the world in my hands. No map, just vibes and unplanned plans. Sweat on my brow, running wild through the city. Clock ticking loud, but it ain't that gritty. Spill my soul like ink on a loose leaf. Every breath a moment, no time for grief. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop it. Did y'all hear them first few lyrics? Did y'all hear them first few lyrics? Did y'all hear those first few lyrics? I'm gonna play it again. Just listen to the first few lyrics.
Son of her raising no delay. This life don't wait, so I'm on my way. Feet hit the pavement, sunrise grinning. Life's a roulette and I'm always spinning. Pocket full of dreams, got the world in my hands. No map, just vibes and unplanned plans. Sweat on my brow, running wild through the city. Clock ticking loud, but it ain't that gritty. Spill my soul like ink on a loose leaf. Every breath a moment, no time for grief. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. I'm on in my face, I'm on in my face. Heart like a drum, beating fast, no pause. Life's a movie real, I'ma start with no flaws. Cup running over, champagne fizz. Every day's a blessing, yeah, that's the biz. Jumping over hurdle, life's track and field. Every scar story, every wound's healed. Skyline's my ceiling, dreams stretch wide. Riding shotgun with hope, joy by my side. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. Roll the dice, let it ride. Moonlit nights, ocean tide. Every heartbeat, a melody. Life's a stage, I'm a symphony. Slow it down, feel the sound. Breathing deep, feet on the ground. Then a spark, hit a call. One more run, give it all. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. No rewind, no regret. Sunset phase, but I ain't done yet, yeah. I'm on in my face, yeah.
When have y'all ever heard, bruh? I'm sorry, I gotta read these lyrics to y'all. I gotta read these lyrics to Full Throttle. There's a reason why I play that shit. I always play Full Throttle right before I start. Always make sure that's the last song, right? The song starts out, it says, sun up, heart racing, no delay. This life don't wait, so I'm on my way. Feet hit the pavement, sunrise, grinning. Life's a roulette, and I'm always spinning. Pocket full of dreams, got the world in my hands. No map, just vibes and unplanned plans. Sweat on my brow, running wild through the city. Clock ticking loud, but it ain't that gritty. Spill my soul like ink on a loose leaf. Every breath a moment, no time for grief. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can wait. No rewind button, I'm owning my fate. Heart like a drum, beating fast, no pause. Life's a movie reel. I'm a star with no flaws. Cup running over, champagne fizz. Every day's a blessing, yeah, that's the biz. Jumping over hurdles, life's track and field. Every scar a story, every wound's healed. Skylines my ceiling, dreams stretch wide. Riding shotgun with hope, joy by my side. I'm a fucking poet. I don't give a shit what nobody said. Can't nobody mess with me, bro. I'm sorry. Can't nobody mess with me. I'm a fucking poet. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? In that second verse, I said, heart like a drum, beating fast, no pause. Life's a movie reel. I'm a star with no flaws. Cup running over, champagne fizz. Every day's a blessing, yeah, that's the biz. Jumping over hurdles, life's track and field. Every scar a story, every wound's healed. Skylines my ceiling, dreams stretch wide. Riding shotgun with hope, joy by my side. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can wait. No rewind button, I'm owning my fate. Then I drop the bridge, roll the dice, let it ride. Moonlit nights, ocean tide. Every heartbeat a melody. Life's a stage, I'm the symphony. Slow it down, feel the sound. Breathe in deep, feet on the ground. Then the spark, hear the call. One more run, give it all. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can wait. No rewind button, I'm owning my fate. No rewind, no regrets. Sunset fades, but I ain't done yet. That shit is inspirational as fuck, bruh. That shit is inspirational as fuck. Matter of fact, it's so damn inspirational. I'm playing the motherfucker again. I don't care if niggas don't like it. I'm playing the bitch again. Encore, damn it. And watch, the lyrics gonna hit different this time. Watch.
Don't wait, so I'm on my way. Feet hit the pavement, sunrise grinning. Life's a roulette and I'm always spinning. Pocket full of dreams, got the world in my hands. No map, just vibes and unplanned plans. Sweat on my brow, running wild through the city. Clock ticking loud, but it ain't that gritty. Spill my soul like ink on a loose leaf. Every breath a moment, no time for grief. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. I'm on in my face, I'm on in my face. Heart like a drum, beating fast, no pause. Life's a movie reel, I'm a star with no flaws. Cup running over, champagne fizz. Every day's a blessing, yeah, that's the biz. Jumping over hurdle, life's track and field. Every scar story, every wound's healed. Skylines my ceiling, dreams stretch wide. Riding shotgun with hope, joy by my side. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. I'm on in my face, yeah, yeah. Roll the dice, let it ride. Moonlit nights, ocean tide. Every heartbeat, a melody. Life's a stage, I'm a symphony. Slow it down, feel the sound. Breathing deep, feet on the ground. Then a spark, hit a call. One more run, give it all. Full throttle, no brakes, I'm flying. Every second counts, ain't no denying. Living for the now, future can't wait. No rewind button, I'm on in my face. Yeah, yeah. No rewind, no regret. Sunset phase, but I ain't done yet. Yeah. I'm on in my face. Yeah,
Damn. Could y'all imagine how many hits I would have made if there wasn't so many gatekeepers in the damn music industry? Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it all the way funky with you. In my lifetime, there have been, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There have been 3 times in my lifetime that I have been around dudes that was rapping, that had studios, and was part of I was part of like a camp of dudes that was rapping 3 times in my life. And do y'all know nobody ever believed in my ability? Like, I mean that shit. Anytime I was around cats, you know what they would try to do? They would try to use me for my skills when it come to making artwork. So they would try to get me to make their album covers and shit like that, but none of them ever believed in my musical ability. None of them. 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 Ever. On some Kanye West shit. Absolutely. That's the main reason. That's the main reason why when Kanye came out, that's why I really like, yo, I ain't gonna front. I was a huge Kanye West fan when he first came out, because even when he first dropped that CD, I was telling people, yo, this dude about to be next. And nobody around me was believing me. Nobody. But when I heard how Dame was kind of playing him off, like he couldn't, like, I'm like, bro, you be amazed, man. People don't be believing in your damn talent. You feel me? The only thing that stopped me is I didn't have a studio of my own. If I would have had, like, there was one time where dudes got me so upset, I had enough space to build a studio, but I just didn't have the money for it. I just ain't had the money for it. And the first little underground album that I put out, right? I don't know how cats, like in the southern part of VA, right? I don't know how cats got a hold of my album, but there was a few cats that got a hold of my album. They was like, yo, your shit is fire. It was like, yo, that shit is fire, bro. I had a freaking beat that my cousin made me that had an Aaliyah sample on it. And that beat was fire. I wish I had that out. And like, bruh, There's one track on there. I poured my heart and soul into that shit. Niggas just ain't believing it. Niggas just ain't believing it. But you know what's crazy? It wasn't like the listeners. It wasn't the listeners. Like a lot of people that heard my music liked it. It was other dudes that was rapping that was always like, it's all right. You know, it was always, it's just like with this YouTube shit. Mad people that tell me, yo, Angryman, you put out great content. You know the only people that really hate on my content? Other YouTubers. Other YouTubers. In fact, the only person that believed in my music was another rapper. There was only one other rapper that believed in my music. My man O. And shout out to him. He lost his life some years ago. Like when I first started doing YouTube. Because he was rapping too. And he was having trouble finding a studio and finding, you know, a camp that would actually rock with him and shit. He was at somebody's crib one day hanging out with his homeboy, and his homeboy had beef with somebody, and they got into an argument in the crib, and the dude that his homeboy was beefing with, you know, he pulled out a gun on him, and they try to get away. And as they trying to get out of the house, he shot both of them. Shot my homeboy. And when I tell you my homeboy wasn't no grimy nigga. He wasn't no looking for trouble type dude. He wasn't none of that shit. He was just a laid back, cool ass dude that, you know, didn't really bother nobody. But that was the only cat that used to be like, yo, Angryman, your music is, well, he didn't call me Angryman. He used to call me Valdez. He's like, yo, Valdez, your music is fire, bro. In fact, I made an album cover for his mix CD. But that ain't nothing new for me. Like, in my experience in life, outside of artwork, cats never really believed in my talent. Ever. Outside of artwork. Like, artwork, everybody always tell me, yo, man, your artwork is fire, man. Your drawings is fire. Your paintings is fire. Like, everything I do with art, people is always like, yo, that shit is fire. But anything else, you know what I'm saying? But like, I've always been, ever since I was young, I could always write poetry. And most people, you know, that's all a song is. It's just poetry. You know what I'm saying? It's just poetry that, you know. But I could never dumb it down. You know what I'm saying? I could never dumb it down I could never dumb it down enough. Because sometimes with music, you got to dumb it down, like, for people to feel it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said the other day, my only problem is I can put the words together, but I can't make the beats. I could never make the beats. I could never do the production. So AI being able to do the production for me, you see the result. But yeah, cats never believed in my ability. Which is what today's show is going to be about. Today's show is going to be about Michael B. Jordan and how when he was younger, I'm pretty sure he had people that didn't believe in his ability. And you know what I'm saying? One chick in particular talked about how they used to clown him in his high school and shit, you know, because he had dreams of being an actor. And they used to clown him about the shit and, you know. But, you know, it's not no surprise. Didn't nobody believe in my YouTube shit when I first started doing it. Like, folks used to crack all kinds of jokes. I'd be in the barbershop in between haircuts, editing videos and shit. And, you know, cats be like, what are you doing? It'd be like, oh, he making videos for YouTube. Everybody thought it was the funniest shit in the world. They don't think it's funny now. They don't think it's funny now. When I pull up to that barbershop in that damn drop top vet, cats at the barbershop be like, yo, man, you doing your thing. Yo, man, I be seeing you on YouTube. And this shit is so disappointing. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. That's why to everybody watching, I'm going to tell you some real shit right now. You got to believe in yourself. Your belief in your ability has to be enough. Because nobody else is going to believe in you like that. Nobody else is going to believe in you. And if somebody does believe in you, you got to look at them with the side eye because they might just be trying to get a quick payday off of you. But you got to be able to believe in your own talent. Because ain't nobody else going to believe in it. In fact, somebody, let's see, who was that? Andre said, remember Wallace and The Wire? Yeah, I bet you any amount of money. A lot of y'all watching The Wire back in the day, I bet you y'all didn't think out of all of the people on that show, I bet you any amount of money, y'all never thought that Wallace would end up being the star, would end up going the way he went. Because let's be real, nobody else on that show, except maybe Idris Elba. You feel me? Outside of Idris Elba, nobody else on that show like just catapulted, just exploded. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, no matter who it is, if they are massively successful, I bet you any amount of money they got stories of people not believing in them. Michael K. Williams, he did well, but he didn't do Michael B. Jordan well. Neither did Wood Harris. And don't get me wrong, Wood Harris and Michael K. Williams were phenomenal actors. They were phenomenal actors, but they didn't. I'll put it to you like this. in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Michael K. Williams was an extra on one of them movies. I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been Avengers. Like, he was an extra. Michael B. Jordan was a star of one of those movies. You feel what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. I'm zoning out. I'm just reflecting. I'm just reflecting on it's weird because you really have to have, like, you really have to be your own biggest fan. Because not only are people not going to believe in your talent and your ability, but they'll downplay it. They'll downplay it. Like, people will discount and downplay your ability before you even get started. You could tell them your idea. You could be like, yo, I'm thinking about doing XYZ. And they'll tell you flat out, that ain't going to work. It's not going to work. It ain't going to work. They'll tell you flat out, it's not going to work. And if you listen to them, this is what's ironic about that. If you listen to them, it won't. If you listen to them, it won't work. But yeah, nobody believed in that. That's why I don't go around. I don't go around niggas. I don't be going around niggas because I don't like the fake love. I don't like the fake shit. I don't like when people smile in your face. And you know, it's like they try to, it's just like with Michael B. Jordan with these chicks that I'm about to talk about. Because they see Michael B. Jordan shining and they want to try to get a piece of that for themselves. They want to try to get a piece of that for themselves. That's how selfish people are. They won't believe in what you're doing. And you know, against all odds, you mess around and accomplish something great, something big, and then, you know, they'll act like they always knew. You know, they'd be like, man, I knew you was going, and it'd be cap. That should be cap. Them niggas ain't believing you like that. They ain't believing you like that. They ain't believing you like that. And it's sad because when it comes to the community, we're the worst at that. We're the worst at that. Because sometimes that's the only thing between you and a good life is accomplishing your goals, accomplishing your dreams and shit. I still haven't accomplished my dreams. Like, I'm still fighting for them every day. Every single day, I'm still fighting for them. Every day. I'm still up against it. You know how many times I go live and people come in here and tell me, oh, you falling off, or you ain't this person, or you ain't that person, or oh, you trying to do this for views, or you trying to use this person's name. And even when you're in the middle of accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish, people still be hating on you. They still be talking crazy. That's what they mean when they say it's lonely at the top. It's not lonely in the sense of people being around, because if you become successful, especially if you become massively successful, everybody's going to want to be around you, but it's fake. It's fake. It's phony. They'll be around you, but they're only around you because they think that there will be some type of benefit in it, some kind of way. And that's when people that's cool with you turn into haters, because they'll have an expectation of you, and you don't even know what that expectation is. But when it doesn't come to pass, and they don't get what they thought they were going to get from being around you, that's when they turn into a hater. You see that shit going on with 50 right now. The entire time 50 was coming up, everybody was talking about how he was the realest street dude. He was the epitome of what, you know, hip hop is, when a dude that's really from the streets coming to hip hop. Like, I remember all of the praise 50 got. And now, all of a sudden, he was never tough. He was soft. His whole story is a lie. Like, I'm just sitting back watching it. I'm like, yo, the change up is crazy. The change up is crazy, bruh. Change up is crazy, man. Yeah, I heard Bang'em Smurf's latest interview, and I'm just sitting back like, wow. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Said that shit was wild. Yeah, it was. But see, then you gotta see, here's the thing, right? And I don't know him and Smurf's relationship, but you know, him doing that, it makes me ask certain questions, like, if that's what he was, how was he able to galvanize all of them to stand behind him? You feel me? Like, if that's really what he was, why would them type of dudes allow him to be their leader? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't make sense, because they was behind him, you know what I'm saying, before the freaking record deal, before any of the fame, before any of that shit. CBP said, I'm from Queens. 50 Cent may be some other things, but soft ain't one of them. 50 random dudes. Smurf knows it. You know something? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? And this is the reason why I know. This is the reason why I know for a fact that this is spin. This is cats really trying to tear down his legacy. My wife is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. And trust and believe, if he was soft, my wife would have said it. My wife would have been said it. She would have been like, yo, he up there lying. He was never built like that, blase, blah, all. She would say it. She would say it. Because my thing is this, like, let's be real about it. My thing is this. Why ain't nobody did nothing to him yet? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why ain't nobody did nothing to him yet? And that's why, you know, that whole 50 situation, it made me realize something. It made me realize something. Ain't no need of trying to convince nobody of your toughness. It's pointless. It's pointless. You may as well be like, now that I'm older and wiser, you may as well be like if somebody be like, yo, you ain't gonna do XYZ because you ain't tough and you ain't this, you might as well be like, yep, you're right. I'm not gonna do none of that. Sure ain't. I'm not gonna do none of that. Not gonna do none of that. In fact, not only am I not gonna do none of that, but if you keep coming at me the way you coming at me, I'm gonna have your ass in jail for threatening me. Because I'm to the point now where, like, you know, 50 got this new song out. And in the song, he said he realized the hood lied to him because ain't nobody upholding none of the rules that they gave him. And that's the truth. What's the point? What's the point of the concept of being from the hood? And all of us from the hood wanted to have a reputation so that people wouldn't try you and people wouldn't mess with you. What's the point of having the reputation if people always gonna try to dismantle it? What's the point of, like, bro, I know dudes that are stone cold killers and people still be saying, oh man, that nigga ain't gonna do nothing. That he a chump. He ain't gonna, like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Like, there's never gonna be a moment in nigga culture where cats is gonna crown you that dude, no matter what you do. No matter if you walk up and down the block breaking people's jaws, if you walk up and down the block knocking people out. It don't matter if you go do a prison bid. It don't matter if you took somebody's life. It don't matter if you robbed 1 million people. It don't matter how tough you are. There's always going to be somebody that's going to look at you and be like, You ain't really like that. What's the point? What's the point? You know, the only thing that you can do as a man where people can't do that to you, the only thing you can do as a man where you don't got to worry about cats trying to deny what you are is be successful. That's the only thing you can do that they can't take from you, that they can't deny. If you become, if you come up from nothing and you become massively successful, multi-millionaire, you own businesses, you own assets, all types of shit, and you're doing your thing, nobody can look at you and be like, man, he ain't really successful. They can't do that. They can't do it. They can't do it. Because if you want to be a hood legend, right? No matter how many dudes you knock out, there's going to be a line of dudes trying to prove that they're going to be the first one you can't knock out. No matter how tough you are, no matter how many people you scare, there's always going to be another dude trying to prove to everybody that you ain't as tough as him. Like, it's a never-ending cycle. It's a never-ending cycle. It's a never-ending cycle that, yo, I heard Mano say this in an interview, right? Vlad said 50 went up against a lot of tough guys, right? He said 50 went up against Jimmy Henchman. Mano said, and he got spanked. He said he went up against World. Mano said World was his childhood friend, and 50 ain't do nothing to World. But here's my thing, because this is what's confusing me. Does the fact that 50 was even willing to go up against dudes like that don't count for nothing? Like, that don't count for nothing? That, like, the idea that there are certain dudes that everybody's afraid of, that nobody wants no smoke with, and 50 seemed to have no problem with opposing them dudes or having smoke with them dudes. Does that not count for nothing? Does that not count for anything? Like, am I tripping? CBP said that's why the streets ain't shit. It ain't. It ain't, bro. It ain't. It ain't. The hood lied to us. The hood lied to us. And you want to know what's frightening about it? You want to know what's scary about it? Some of us almost ended up, like, when I sit back, bro, when I sit back and think about that shit, right? There were times in my life where I was on the verge of proving to everybody I'm that dude, right? There were times in my life where I had a choice. I could do something that's gonna solidify me as a hood legend or a certified gangster, or I could not do that Because if I do it, I know I'm going to end up doing a bid. I knew I was going to end up, if I do this shit, I'm sitting there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You know how you in that moment and you thinking about you weighing the shit, you know, because anybody with intelligence is going to weigh the shit. You got some dudes out here that don't weigh the shit. They just do the shit and then they deal with the consequences after, which is why they end up in prison, right? But if you a smart dude, you weigh the options or whatever, right? And it's so bad that you'll choose not to do something and you'll be like, damn, man, I should have went all out in that situation. Now niggas is going to think I'm a punk. Or now niggas going to think I ain't like that or whatever, right? And now that I'm older and wiser and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, I could have ruined my life trying to prove some shit to some niggas that don't even matter. You got a lot of dudes out here that have ruined their lives for the sake of a reputation, for the sake of proving to niggas that they tough or proving to niggas that they willing to go all out. For what? Because at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. None of it. When everything's said and done, that shit don't even matter. That shit don't even matter. They'll take you, they'll take you and they'll put your ass in a penitentiary somewhere for so damn long, niggas will forget your ass exists. And then you just become a story that niggas tell. You know what I'm saying? When niggas be like, yo, so-and-so, when he was out here, he used to do X, Y, Z. And the only people that's going to tell that story is the people from your era, the people from your generation. Because the new generation don't give a shit about none of that. In fact, if your ass was still free, the new generation want to prove how much of a tough guy you ain't. The new generation is going to be like, yeah, them old niggas thought they was tough, but they ain't got nothing on us. We different. We built different out here. So it doesn't matter, bruh. It doesn't matter. And to me, the proof of it is 50. 50 is the proof of it. He's the proof of it. There's no such thing as having a reputation that people really respect. Bro, look at how NBA YoungBoy was talking to Jay Prince. Y'all remember that? NBA YoungBoy was talking crazy to Jay Prince. Suge Knight, they knocked him out in a club. He was laid out. So it's like, what is the point? In fact, Tupac ruined his entire life. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Tupac was out there in Vegas. He had no business whatsoever fighting that dude, which ultimately led to his demise. Like, for what? For what? Cut your life short, your career short. For what? For what? For some war stories? Even now, like 50 get into it with Young Buck, right? Well, he really didn't get into it with Young Buck. He put that meme out there because on Buck's birthday, he was in Cashville riding on a horse. So 50 put out that meme, that Dukes of Hazzard meme, and I don't even see why Young Buck was angry. Because in the damn meme, it was Young Buck with a cowboy hat on, Bro-Rilla like she was Daisy Dukes, but 50 put himself in the damn meme. I don't even understand why Young Buck was mad about the shit. But Young Buck walking around, you know, his hood in Tennessee, talking about some, you can't go to your hood. Yeah, I can walk around my hood. Yeah, because you ain't got no damn money. Like bragging about, bro, if you come from a rough neighborhood, if you able to walk around that neighborhood comfortably, you're not as successful as you think. That's just the reality. If you come from a rough neighborhood and you're able to walk around that neighborhood comfortably, it's simply because you have not reached that level to where that would be problematic. Because the goal, in my opinion, the goal is to get out of the hood. So if you were able to get out of the hood, if you were able to make, and let's be clear about this, Buck was able to become a millionaire. So if you was able to become a millionaire and you go back to zero and you can go back to your hood and hang out in your hood and shit, you did something wrong. You did something wrong. You did something wrong, man. And look, I don't laugh at nobody that's in a situation like that. I just find it sad. I just find it sad. Like, to me, it pisses me off, if you really want to be truthfully honest. Because there's a lot of brothers that come from rough neighborhoods. They don't get opportunities. They don't get those type of opportunities. They don't get, and I'm going to tell you some real shit too about that whole Buck situation. I've kept this to myself this entire time, but the moment, because when G Unit first came out, the three members that we always saw was 50, Banks, and Yayo. And in my opinion, that was enough right there. The moment 50 added Buck to it, I knew it was going to be a mistake. I knew some kind of way that shit wasn't going to work out the way it should work out. And then when he added Game to it, I really knew that was a mistake. I remember thinking to myself, why he keep adding these new niggas to G Unit? Like, I knew that shit was going to be a problem. I knew it was going to be a problem. But anytime I see dudes that get the opportunity to be around that type of money and they mess it up, I'm like, bro, how you mess that up? How you touch $1 million? How you get your hands on millions and mess it up, man? That shit is crazy to me, bro. How you get your hands on millions? How you become successful? Just the networking alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were standing, first of all, you were standing next to and part of a group. At the time, them dudes was around 50. 50 was the biggest rap star in the world. He was the biggest rap star in the world, signed to one of the biggest labels. Like, them niggas was around Eminem. They was around Eminem, Dr. Dre. They was touring everywhere, meeting everybody. How you didn't make enough connections and network enough to where even if shit went south with you and 50, you wasn't able to finesse something, to pivot to something? How do you not do that? Like, how do you not do that? I'm sorry, I couldn't be part of the best. And look, everybody talk about the Beanie Siegel situation, right? Because everybody talking about, yeah, Beanie Siegel, you know, he out there working on a food truck. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people are like, well, you know, it's honest work, blah, 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 all of that good shit, right? Because you know people gonna try to make a positive out of a negative, right? And then I saw Oskino talking about how when Beanie Siegel got shot, you know what I'm saying? It messed him up, messed his voice up and shit, right? You know why all of that shit happened to Beanie Siegel? Press one if y'all want to know how that happened. Beanie Siegel ended up in the situation he ended up in because he was running around trying to be the toughest dude on the planet. I told you, it's that one of the things that will destroy a black man's opportunities and career faster than anything in this world is that I'm the toughest nigga on the planet bullshit. That's the bullshit that be messing cats up. That's the bullshit that be messing cats up. And that's why when dudes be talking shit about Drake, I be like, bruh, Drake is the smartest man in the world in the rap game for not running around trying to be a tough guy. Like, cats make fun of him. They be like, yo, he's soft or whatever because he be making music for the women and shit. No, he's smart. That's where all the money is at. If you're a musical artist and you predominantly make music that women can vibe out to, you're gonna be filthy rich. You're gonna be so rich you don't know what, bro. If you do concerts and most of the people coming to them concerts are women to sing your songs, you're gonna be so rich you ain't gonna know what to do with the money. Straight up and down. Like right now, I'll give you a prime example, right? You want to know the reason, in my opinion, that Drake kind of walks that fine line between rap and R&B music? I think that Drake recognized early that R&B was lacking. R&B was dying out, right? Because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but when Drake makes any type of music that has an R&B vibe, he pulls his inspiration from 90s R&B. Because right now, there's a void where that musical genre is at. There's a void there, right? Because look, here's the reason why. There was a dude on TikTok, I think, and he made a point that I've been saying for years. The reason why R&B music died out is because the men, when they made R&B music back in the day, they were talking directly to the women, right? Meaning they were speaking directly to the women. Y'all call it simp music, whatever, right? But when you look at Gerald Levert, right? Gerald Levert said, baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. Right? This is them singing directly to the women. Most of y'all may not realize this, but as time progressed, the niggas stopped singing to the women and started singing to the fellas about the women. You look at Usher's song, he said, it's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top cruising the streets. I got a pretty little thing that's waiting for me. I pull up anticipating good love. Don't keep me. Who was he talking to? Like there's R&B songs right now. You probably never think about it. You listen to them R&B songs. They are not singing directly to the women. They're singing about the women. But Drake, when that nigga put out music, he's talking directly to the women. He's talking directly to them. And in the music, and that's why y'all be calling him a simp, he be telling them exactly what they want to hear. He be telling them exactly what they want to hear. Gerald Levert said, baby, I'm ready to give you all of my love. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many girls I can't even name. Baby, I'm ready. Yes. Right? What was that song Donnell Jones had? Now, look, here's a prime example. Have You Seen Her by Donnell Jones? He's not singing to the woman. He's singing about the woman. Even though that's a good song. But that's when we start moving into this transition where dudes are not singing directly to the women. Now, Where I Want to Be, he's singing to the woman, right? Think About It, he's singing to the woman, right? But you have dudes that's R&B singers in the newer age. They're not singing to the women. And that's why the shit don't hit the same. That's why the shit don't hit the same. That's why no R&B will ever touch 90s R&B and R&B before that, because the men didn't have a problem serenading the women. Right? But Drake, if you listen to his music, he'll make a rap that the fellas can vibe out to and all of that good shit. But he's going to make some music where he's talking directly to the women. And that's the main reason why women be vibing to his music like that. Right now, I don't give a shit what you say. They waiting on that nigga to drop some music. That's the reason why, bro. That's the main reason why LL Cool J has outlasted everybody. LL Cool J is the only rapper from his era that remained relevant. You know why he remained relevant? I Need Love, Doing It and Doing It and Doing It Well, Hey Lover with Boys to Men on it, Around the Way Girl. That's the reason, bro. That is the main reason LL remained relevant when none of the rest of them remained relevant. Because he was singing, he was rapping to them women, bruh. And look, even 50 know that. As gangster as 50 is, 21 Questions, Amusement Park, Baby by Me, Have a Baby by Me, Baby Be a Millionaire. Like, bro, 50 ain't crazy. Y'all talk about, man, Ja Rule was doing his thing before 50 came along. Yeah, you know why Ja Rule was doing his thing? Because he got to the point where he was singing to them hoes too. He was singing to them hoes too. Yeah, best friend. If I be your best friend, I want you around all the time. Candy Shop, Magic Stick. Them niggas ain't crazy. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. You show me any rapper that career fell off, and I guarantee you that rapper don't got no songs for women. You show me any rapper whose career just completely fell off or never really got started, and I guarantee you that rapper don't got a single song for the women. Not one. Look, as thugged out as DMX is. When DMX dropped, it's dark and hell is hot. And keep in mind, the track How It's Going Down is different on the album than the radio cut. The album cut don't got Faith Evans singing on it. They ain't crazy. When they put that shit out for the radio, they said we need Faith Evans on the hook. They put Faith Evans on the hook. What type of game is being played? How it's going down? It's on till it's gone, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Think I'm trying to, bro? What? What? Jada Kiss. That shit with Mariah Carey on it? What? Bruh, all of the dudes that got awesome careers, they put something out for the ladies. Said, damn, AM, you right. Women buy the music and go to the concerts and fan out. Men don't. Exactly. You know the only reason why men go to concerts? Because they woman want to go to the concert. I've never in my life said to myself, I want to go to a concert. I've never, ever. Now, my wife has drugged me to plenty of concerts. The women are the ones that buy the albums. The women are the ones that go to the concerts. So if you don't got no music that women can vibe to, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Yep, Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland, Lost Boys, Renee, absolutely. Funny how love dies when we just begun. A ghetto love is the law that we live by. Day by day, I wonder why my shorty had to die. Said AM, when I say there was so many women at the party next door show, I know. That's why they're never gonna, bruh, let me tell you something. When Drake first came out, I wasn't a fan of Drake, right? When he had that heart, when he put that part in his head that looked like a heart, I knew it was over. When he started calling himself a certified lover boy, I said, it's over. It's over. You can hang it up. You can hang it up. You can hang it up. Bruh, any dude in the music industry that's on that Al B. Shore, Christopher Williams, super light skin, lover boy type shit, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And you ain't even gotta be light skinned. If you tap into that light skin energy, like Keith Sweat taps into that light skin energy, bruh. If you, let me tell you something. It's a wrap. You can hang it up. 80s music makes me sad. 80s music makes me sad. I don't know about y'all, but like 80s music makes me sad. The reason why 80s music makes me sad is because if you're a Gen Xer and you remember what the 80s was like, and you look at the world we live in today, it's gonna make you sad too, because you come to this point where you realize we'll never get it back. We'll never get it back. We'll never get the 80s back. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Being in your teens in the 90s was awesome. But being a kid in the 80s was phenomenal. Being a kid in the 80s was one of the best. It was one of the best childhoods that you could have. I don't care what nobody say. Being an 80s child was like, bro, to this day, I've never been able to top the feeling that I got. So let me give y'all this story real quick. And when I tell you this story, some of y'all will be able to relate, some of y'all won't, right? So one day, I'm in my grandmother's house, right? And, you know, I was a kid. I can't remember how old I was, but, you know, I was still a kid. I had to be, I want to say like, damn, how old was I? I had to be right around, let's see, 85, 86. I had to be somewhere around 10. I want to say somewhere around 10 years old, maybe, right? Maybe around 10 years old. Let's see. Yeah, I was around 10 years old, something like that, right? And, you know, I stayed with my grandmother. I rarely ever saw my father. My father was like in and out or whatever. There was a couple of times I stayed with him, but I'm in my grandmother's house. I never forget it. I was in there and my father showed up just out of nowhere, right? He came in the house and I think I might have been watching, I was watching cartoons or something. I don't know what I was doing, but he came in the house and he was carrying this big ass box. I'm going to pull up the photo. He came in the house and when he came in, he was carrying this. And to this day, no feeling has ever topped this feeling. I still can feel what it felt like. He walked in the house and he was carrying a box. I didn't know what it was. And when I finally saw what it was that motherfucker right there. It was that motherfucker right there. Bro, when I tell you to this day, there is no feeling. There's no feeling that tops that feeling, bro. That shit to this day is one of the greatest feelings I ever felt in. Let me tell you something. If you was a kid in the 80s and your parents didn't get you a Nintendo, they didn't love you. They did not love you. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. They did not love you. No matter what you went through with your parents growing up, if they bought you that shit, you gotta, bruh. To this day, I think the only feeling that I can even, the only feeling that even comes close is when I got my Corvette. And even that didn't feel as good. Because here's the crazy thing about it. I wanted a Nintendo. I wanted a Nintendo because like a couple of my friends had one before I got one. I wanted a Nintendo so bad, but my grandmother could not afford to get one. And one day, just out the blue, my pop showed up with that damn Nintendo, man. The only thing I can say is God bless him. I don't know what possessed him to just decide to go get that joint and show up with it, but bruh. I'll tell you another time. One day, me, my grandmother, my aunt, and my two cousins, we had went grocery shopping, right? Went grocery shopping, and I think we might have went to Walmart, right? And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Secret of the Ooze VHS was out. Now, I did get to go to the movies to see the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was, I don't care what nobody say. To this day, nobody's topping. No Ninja Turtle movie that has came out has topped that first movie. That first movie was the shit. I don't care what nobody say, right? My grandmother bought me that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Secret of the Ooze cassette. And on the way home, we went by Little Caesars and got pizza. And me and my cousins sat there and watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and ate pizza. And bro, All I'm gonna say is this to any of you younger cats. I can't even describe what it was like to be a kid in the 80s. Bro, I had the Knight Rider big wheel. Do y'all know what the hold on? Let me find this photo. Bro, I had this shit when I was a kid. Bro, I had the Knight Rider big wheel, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me shit. I had the Knight Rider big wheel, and I'm going to show you what my cousin had. My cousin had the He-Man big wheel. He had this shit. He had this shit right here, bro. Fam, you couldn't tell me nothing, bro. You could not tell me shit. Bro, I had the Rambo action figure. Not that one. Hold on. Bro, I had this action figure right here. I had the Rambo action figure, fam. That joint right there. Like, I can't even describe, I can't even describe what it was like being a kid in the 80s. I can't even describe it. Yeah, with the Kung Fu grip. Yeah. Yep, I had the Mr. T action figure. I had the Mr. T action figure. Bro. How many of y'all remember? Matter of fact, press a 1 if you're a Gen Xer. Press a 1 if you're a Gen Xer. Legacy of Rain said the 80s seemed like a dream. Bro, press a 1 if you're a Gen Xer. How many of y'all remember the feeling that you got every Saturday morning? Every Saturday morning. You would get up early Saturday morning, get you some cereal, park your ass in front of the TV and watch cartoons until cartoons went off. And when cartoons went off, which was probably around getting like right around getting close to noon, the cartoons would go off. Then you would go outside. You would go, bro. Remember when you was a kid, you used to hate for it to rain because if it was raining, you couldn't go outside. If it were even after it rained, you had to wait until the next day when everything dried up because it'd be muddy out there and shit, and you ain't want to get in the mud because you get in trouble or whatever if you track mud in your house or whatever, bro. Like, Saturday morning was something different, bro. It was something different, man. The feeling of it. The feeling of it was just different, bro. It was just different. Saturday mornings was different. Summertime was different. Oh my God. When you finally got out of school and you knew you was about to have 3 months of summer, bruh, 3 months of summer. And if you didn't live in a neighborhood where there was a bunch of kids, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you, bro, because the amount of adventures that we got into in the summertime was crazy, bruh. Exactly 3 solid months. 3 straight months. None of this block schedule bullshit that they got the kids on today. Matter of fact, they don't even get, the kids today don't even get a full summer the way we got a full summer. We got a full summer, bruh. We got June, July, and August. Full, complete 3 months. They'll never know. The kids today will never know. They'll never know, bruh. They'll never know what the 80s was like. Ever. And remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, right? But every so often, they would come out with a new set of cartoons. They would remember, this is what they would do. They would always tease it. They would show us they would show us like little teasers of what the new cartoons was going to be when they came out. Bruh, I remember when Beetlejuice first came out. I remember when damn, there was so many. There was so many cartoons that just came out, bro. Pirates of Dark Water. Yeah, that cartoon was crazy. Y'all want to know what my favorite cartoon was? My favorite cartoon at one point was Denver the Last Dinosaur. I bet y'all don't even remember that cartoon. Oh my God, bruh. This new He-Man, ain't it, bruh. This new He-Man ain't, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull this up real quick.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's...
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry. The sword's mine.
Hold on, it's about to get weird.
Now, I'm going to show you why this new He-Man movie ain't it. It ain't it, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Watch this.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword. You protect them.
I have the power!
Did you hear that weak ass shit? Did y'all hear that weak ass shit? I need y'all to press 1 if y'all heard that weak ass shit. I'm gonna play it one more time.
I have the power! I have the power!
Did you hear that weak ass shit? That shit is weak. Let me show you what it's supposed to sound like. Let me show you what it's supposed to sound like. This is what it's supposed to sound like. That's what it's supposed to sound like, goddammit. Yo! That's what it's supposed to sound like. That's what it's supposed to sound like. If you're watching any He-Man movie or cartoon and he yells, "I have the power," if you don't feel a chill run up your spine, he ain't doing it right.
By the power of Grayskull.
Bruh, that's what it's supposed to sound like. That's what it's supposed to sound like, bruh. I don't know what that new actor was talking about. Shout out to Dolph Lundgren, man. that weak ass I have the power. That shit was so damn weak. That shit was so weak, bruh. That shit was pure weak sauce. And on top of that, the dude that's playing He-Man, he ain't even big enough, man. He ain't even big enough. Like, why couldn't they find somebody that, because, like, yo, Dolph Lundgren was a believable He-Man. Like, Dolph Lundgren was a believable He-Man. And you know what? I feel like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I feel like they keep remaking our movies and remaking our characters just so they can ruin them. That's what I feel like. I feel like they keep remaking everything just so they can ruin it. Tell you something else, too, that y'all probably ain't noticed. Have y'all ever bought any of these new Super Soakers? Bro, these new Super Soakers are trash, bruh. They're never going to be able to top those OG Super Soakers. They ain't never going to be able to top them shits. Yeah, they made them weaker. They made them shits weaker. They will never be able to top these joints right here. This joint right here, they'll never be able to top this joint. The OG Super Soaker, them shits was, bruh. Them shits was nasty work. See, these are the ones they came out with recently. All the new joints they came out with, them shits ain't got no power. This shit right here, trash. Trash. I'm talking about pure trash, bro. Them shits, trash. That joint, legendary. That joint, legendary. Where's the double joint at? Damn, I don't even see the double. There it go. That joint there, legendary. Legendary, bruh. I wish I could find one of the OG joints. I wish I could find one of the OG joints. Bruh, we always took, we would take them to school on the last day of school. We'd take them joints to school on the last day. You're right. They might have one. They might have them on eBay. They might have them on eBay. Said today you would need a permit for the OG Super Soakers. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Because them joints, you could build up a lot of pressure. You feel what I'm saying? Because you remember, bro, if somebody shot you point blank with an OG Super Soaker, that shit stung. That damn water hit your ass, that shit stung. Like, this shit wasn't no joke. You better not, bro. If you got into a water gun fight, you better not have one of them little bullshit water guns and everybody else got a Super Soaker. You done, bro. Your ass is cooked. Said, remember the old cap guns? Yeah, bro. Them old cap guns made you feel like you was really shooting. Say, y'all remember the Zappits? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, do y'all remember laser tag? Let's see. 80s. Y'all remember this shit? Y'all remember laser tag from the 80s? The joint with the vest? I know y'all remember this. Bro, we had some shit back in the day. We had some shit back in the day. For real. But yo, let me do these shout outs before we go into this Michael B. Jordan topic.
BINO check. If you're in the building, show your work. Drop 20 on the Super Chat or Cash App.
Yo, man, shout out to Jay the Transporter. Appreciate you.
That's that BINO energy.
Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Steven. Appreciate you.
That's that BINO energy.
Steven said, been watching you for a few weeks now, and I'm enjoying your content. My favorite stream so far is your take on Jamal Bryant and how black men struggle to be heard amongst their peers and family. Appreciate your words. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to King Yo in the building.
That's that BINO energy.
King Yo said a lot of revisionist history going on, like 50 wasn't the same dude that walked in front of his enemies at the awards. Crazy times we live in. Yep. Shout out to Mac Moose in the building.
That's that BINO energy.
Mac Moose said, did you see how suddenly Negroes turned on Chuck Norris after Netanyahu posted his condolences, reminiscent of Hogan? I hope he starts trolling with posts claiming he is great friends with the Obamas and Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, man, when they found out that Chuck Norris was a Trump supporter, they had a problem with it. Shout out to Silent Sniper.
That's that BINO energy.
Silent Sniper said, like when Jules Santana told Jadakiss the Locks don't make songs for the ladies, and then the Locks proceeded to demolish them on stage with tracks for the females. Yep. Shout out to Anthony.
That's that BINO energy.
Anthony said, good evening, AM. Are you having a good weekend? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Shout out to Ease Chill.
That's that BINO energy.
Ease Chill said, just sent you a Street Fighter mod version with He-Man in it with the sick intro at your Insta. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Who else do we got? Shout out to my man Aaron in the building. Aaron said, as for Chuck, 1972, the battle in the Coliseum was real. They were friends, but in the end, Bruce's eyes were off. Chuck had a concussion and broken leg. Bruce was having a stroke. 4 months later, Bruce died of brain swelling. Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace to Chuck Norris, man. I was sad when I saw that. When I saw Chuck Norris had passed away,
That's that BINO energy.
I was sad when I saw that about Chuck Norris. You know what I'm saying? Fun fact that y'all might not know. Chuck Norris actually died 9 years ago. The Grim Reaper just finally got up enough nerve to tell him. But rest in peace to Chuck Norris, man. He a real one. Shout out to Steve. He says supporting the shoe.
That's that BINO energy.
Shout out to Kendra, said BINO roll call.
That's that BINO energy.
Shout out to Quinn. He said thanks for the stream, AM.
That's that BINO energy.
Shout out to Forever Studios. He says salute.
That's that BINO energy.
Real talk.
It's that time again. We going up.
It's time to read the super chats.
Shout out to Cardana. Appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Click Clack himself, Famous Davis in the building. He said them hooly hoos mad, Click Clack. Shout out to Steve H. Appreciate you. Shout out to Andrew. He said, let's get started. Shout out to Marshall. He said, that's true. However, women are not saints. The rejected being sung to during that time. Look at some of the women hits then. No Scrubs, Bugaboo, Call Tyrone. Some examples, no doubt. Shout out to Joey. He says, salute BINO Nation. Shout out to The Truth Unfolded for the membership. Said, what it do, formerly Lucid Experience, if you don't remember. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Anthony. He said, the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie will never be beaten by any other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Yeah, and you know why? How many of y'all know why they will never top the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie? I want to see if y'all know. How many of y'all know why they will never top the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Facts. Crocodile tears. Because of Jim Henson, they will never be able to top that movie because they do not and no longer have the genius of Jim Henson. They do not have the genius of Jim Henson. And see, here's the beautiful thing. They were smart enough to put actual martial artists in those costumes. Bro, do y'all realize I was on the internet the other day? I was scrolling through YouTube and somebody had a video up of Ernie Reyes Jr. And the title of the YouTube video was The Martial Arts Star That Y'all Never Heard Of. I was like, what in the fuck? Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some newbies in this world that be straight violating. Who the hell don't know who Ernie Reyes Jr. is? Like, what planet are we on right now? I remember watching Ernie Reyes Jr. when he was a little kid in that TV show. I can't remember what the name of the show was, but he was kicking grown-ups' asses in that show. And he was a little kid. Not to mention the fact Ernie Reyes Jr. played in a movie that to this day, I don't care what nobody say, is a cult classic. It is legendary. Surf Ninjas. If you have not seen Surf Ninjas, I feel sorry for your childhood. Surf Ninjas was Ernie Reyes Sr. and Ernie Reyes Jr. Was it Rob Schneider? It was Rob Schneider, right? Ernie Reyes Jr., Rob Schneider, and Leslie Nielsen. Legendary movie, bro. Shit, Ernie Reyes Jr. was in Rush Hour 2. He was in that movie with The Rock. I can't remember what movie that was, but he was in that movie with The Rock. I can't believe cats is hating on Ernie Reyes Jr., bro. Tone Loc was in it too. He damn sure was, bro. He said, yo, how I'm going to go back to the hood after this? Brothers don't surf. Bro, that movie was funny as shit. The Rundown, that's the name of that movie, bruh. Surf Ninjas was funny as shit, bruh. That movie is hilarious, bro. Mono Surf. He's like, bruh. Oh my God, yo. Rob Schneider was like, he was standing there talking to the chef at the Chinese restaurant. I mean the Asian restaurant. It wasn't Chinese, but he was like, so when they tell you not to put MSG in, you still put it in, don't you? He was like, yeah. He's like, I knew it. Bruh, that movie was freaking hilarious, bro. That movie was hilarious, fam. Surf Ninjas is the shit, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That is a cult classic for me. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Yo, shout out to Silent Sniper. He said, that's not He-Man. That's they, them man. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the Right Path Good. Said, I had 2 metal Tonka toys my dad bought me growing up. I would bust myself up on them every day. No whining, no crying, just good masculine fun. Bro, I still have a scar. It's over one of my eyes. You can't see it because it's light, but I still have a scar over one of my eyes because I fell and hit my face on the corner of one of my Tonka trucks. See, most of these kids nowadays don't know. Like, when they get little dump trucks today, them shits be made out of plastic. Our Tonka trucks was made out of metal. If you messed around and left your Tonka truck out in the rain, that shit rusted. That shit was made out of pure metal. Let's see who else we got. Shout out to my man Malika. He said, peace to the big homie. Appreciate you. Shout out to Dark Power. Shout out to Quentin. Quentin said, rewriting hooks in my head. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Gone Postal. Shout out to Jimmy. He said, remember Thundar? Yeah, I remember Thundar. Yeah, most of the toys, like if you had cars or trucks or whatever, them shits was made out of metal. Yo, remember the little bullshit boats that they used to sell in the grocery store? Remember you be in the grocery store, they had them little boats in there. You'll buy the boat so that when you took a bath, you could play with the boat in the bathtub. See, the cool thing about them boats that they sold in the grocery store is your G.I. Joes would fit in them. That was the cool thing. The cool thing about them boats is that your G.I. Joes would actually fit in them. But let's get into this Michael B. Jordan topic, right? So for everybody watching, I put the poll up saying, do you think that Michael B. Jordan redeemed himself? Now, some of y'all are saying that he didn't have to redeem himself because he was never a loser. I'm not saying he was a loser. What I'm saying is the way Lori Harvey did him, she had him looking crazy. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but the way she kind of played him to the left, it had him looking crazy, bro. And I know y'all remember like seeing him sitting on the sideline of that game looking distraught. I know y'all remember that. I know y'all remember that, because let's be honest, Lori Harvey was trying to play him like he was a lame. You feel what I'm saying? She was trying to play him like he was a lame. That's why I said, did he redeem himself? Because let's be clear, he just won an Oscar, and what's the best way for me to say this? Really, there's no way around it. I have to say it the way it is. The amount of raggedy strags trying to get next to him so they can get a piece of his victory is very telling. Like, if anybody has ever wondered why in this day and age the men think the way we think and operate the way we operate. See, a lot of people think that the men today have a dislike or a hatred for women. It's not that the men today have a hatred for women. It's just the men today are sick and tired of women's bullshit. And a prime example of women's bullshit today is this situation with Michael B. Jordan. So there were 3 things that happened with Michael B. Jordan, right? First, you got this chick, L'Oreal, the chick that's trying to, you know, she called herself L'Oreal, trying to name herself after a freaking makeup line that's failed. I don't think, is L'Oreal even out anymore? But this chick is one of the lamest chicks on planet Earth, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Every time I've ever seen her on anything, doing anything, I'm like, yo, she's a certified lame, right? But she said some slick shit about Michael B. Jordan because they went to high school together, right? In fact, hold on, let me pull this video so y'all can see. Y'all probably remember this, but let me pull this video. I'm sure y'all remember this right here.
We got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. How is the difference between you?
So this was that moment. And God bless him for being able to have that moment. Because a lot of times cats don't get that moment. A lot of times cats do not get that moment. When you have grown up and you've become successful, and now chicks that try to play you when you was in high school or try to come at you sideways, they now got to look at you like, damn, he actually became something. He actually ended up becoming successful. Because look, let's be clear about this. L'Oreal, she's the type of chick that peaked in high school. Let's be clear. She's the type of chick that peaked in high school. And right now, you know what her claim to fame is? I went to school with Michael B. Jordan. Every time you look up, she got Michael B. Jordan's name in her mouth, right? So this interview, that's why he was looking at her like that. Like, man, please don't act like you like me now. Because I could only imagine how much, you feel me? I could only imagine how much her and her homegirls was, and whoever else was clowning him in high school. I could only imagine, bruh. So for him to actually reach the level that he's reached, and she's pretty much still a nobody, you feel me, speaks volumes. But now she's out here complaining. She's still out here complaining, bruh. Here's another video of her complaining about it. Because now she's trying to pretend like she never picked on him, right?
Was that serious? And it's never that deep.
Yeah.
Because that man don't know you. Okay, these celebrities that y'all be fighting for, they don't know you.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her
for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said. Where's the logic?
It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it. And no one has ever said, hey, our bad. We went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it. It was, and your friend also.
Oh no, people came up to me and was like, "Oh, you know, my fault." But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even. One of my homeboys reached out to me like, "Oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was a article he read. He thought you said it." But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know, the thing that hurts from it.
Nobody cares about your nationally syndicated radio show. Like she wants him to do an interview with her so bad so that she can use him for clout. Like, let's be clear about this. This is the inevitable result. Whenever you have chicks, here's the thing that these chicks don't realize, right? What they don't realize is that if you were a pretty girl in high school, you have what I like to call pretty privilege, right? Dr. Warren Farrell, in his book, Why Men Are the Way They Are, he talks about the way girls are in high school and the way the boys are trying to perform for them to try to get their attention, right? He calls them genetic celebrities, right? Because basically the logic is if a girl is pretty in high school, she kind of enjoys the same benefits that a celebrity would enjoy. Everybody's giving them attention. Everybody wants to be nice to them. Everybody wants to appease them, all of that shit. So the problem with pretty girls in high school, they're just like the popular boy in high school, right? Once they get into the real world, that shit doesn't translate into the real world. See, now you can't just make it off of being pretty or being a popular kid. Now you got to actually do something. Now you got to actually show and prove, right? So all this is that little interview right there with them 4 chicks sitting right there. That's just a group of cackling hens that's upset with the fact that their beauty doesn't give them the same currency that it did in high school. That's all it is. Like in high school, you was worshiped, right? Now that you're grown, you're not really worshiped as much as you just become a plaything for dudes that got money, right? So really all this is they're mad. She's mad because Michael B. Jordan got his get back. That's all she's mad about. She's mad about the fact that when she was on that carpet, and I guarantee you it was probably running in her head. She was probably thinking to herself like, damn, I used to freaking clown him and I used to make fun of him. You know, I wondering how he gonna carry it. She probably was hoping that he wasn't gonna be petty. She was hoping and praying that he wasn't gonna be petty, and she was wrong. Because soon as she said something to him, she was like, yeah, we go way back. He's like, yeah, the corny kid, right? The corny kid. Because see, here's the thing with people that love to pick on other people. Like when I was growing up, I didn't really pick on people like that. I've had people try to pick on me. You feel what I'm saying? But here's the thing that people don't realize. The kid that gets picked on never forgets that shit. Ever. You never forget that shit. When somebody tries to pick on you or make fun of you for no reason, you never forget that shit. You never forget that shit. And let's be real about it. L'Oreal or whatever your name is, you caught the vapors. Let's just be clear. You caught the vapors. You thought he was always going to be a lame, which is probably what you consider him to be. And now that he's Michael B. Jordan, right? Because she said that they picked on him because of his name, right? They used to tell him, you ain't no Michael Jordan. Well, guess what? He don't got to be Michael Jordan because he's Michael B. Jordan. He's just as popular, just as famous as Michael Jordan. And that's what's crazy, bro. It's crazy when you have the name of somebody that's popular, and then you become just as popular as that person. That's what's crazy, bro. So all this is she caught the vapors. And now she's upset about it. Now she's on an Oscar. Guess what she's doing? She's on a little tour doing all kinds of interviews with anybody that's willing to listen. Right? Like, watch this. Listen to this bullshit.
Because of my boy, we made fun of each other. That was school, you know. That was 1 year.
Oh, we made fun of each other? No, you didn't. Stop.
We made fun of each other. That was school, you know. That was 1 year. Again, I've never bullied him. That just sounds so outrageous to me. Like me bullying Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have heard about this before this? Yeah, I do feel like he took everything out of it. It gave the Will Smith thing where it's like, you know, he's heard numerous people probably call him this before because this is not something we haven't heard, right? I just never said it. I've defended him numerous times just because of the fact that I did have a rapport with him. And I never said we were best friends. I never said, you know, we were cool. And that was just that. So when I was even asked to do the carpet, I did it because I'm like, oh, this is a big moment for him. And I thought it would be dope. Just the fact that, you know, I did know him when he was young and it just went totally left. I didn't expect it to go like that. And so,
bro, this is, bro. This is her trying to get some attention off of him. And that's what makes it even worse. Not only did you pick on this dude in school and look, chicks trying to act like they weren't capable of bullying people is bullshit. A popular girl in school is fully capable of bullying a boy. Because what can the boy do? It's not like he can fight her. He can't fight her. So if it's a popular, and I'm willing to bet you, her and her homegirls, there was probably a group of mean girls that wanted to clown whoever they thought was a lame. And that's what makes it even more egregious. You clown the man in high school, and now that he's popular, you're trying to trade off of his popularity. You're trying to get attention and notoriety off of his popularity. You're clout chasing. You're clout chasing. The moment that you was on that red carpet and he said, oh, the corny kid, you should have just left it there. You should have just left it alone, kept the man's name out of your mouth, but you keep saying it, and it's like, bruh, what did you think was going to happen, L'Oreal? Did you think you was going to see him on that red carpet? Because I'm going to tell you what I think happened. I'm going to tell you what I think happened in high school. I think the reason why he remembers that shit, he might have liked you in high school. He might have liked you in high school. And you probably destroyed any chances of him even shooting his shot or trying to talk to you by clowning the shit out of him. You have no idea, like, I'm pretty sure he's not going to have that conversation if that's what it was. But, bruh, who knows? He might have liked her, and she may have been the first chick that really, like, broke his heart or really had him feeling some type of way. You feel me? And it's like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think he was going to see you and be like, oh, yeah, I remember you? Because I'm going to tell you some real shit. There are chicks out here in this world that when they were in high school, they wouldn't give you a second look. But they had an idea in their mind. Like, let's be real about this. Girls in high school know which boys like them and which boys don't, right? So there are chicks out here that will know a guy likes them in high school, but because they think that guy's a lame, or because that guy ain't popular, or because that guy's not a star athlete or some shit like that, they'll clown him and make fun of him. And then when they get grown, if they see that that dude that used to like them is now successful, they'll try to get next to him, hoping that he'll try to be like, oh shit, now I got a shot. And look, I feel like that's why she did that. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like she found out he was going to be at that premiere. She was on the red carpet. Let me go get next to him. Let me try to interview him. I feel like she was getting next to him because she was hoping he was going to be on some Boyce Watkins type shit. Because y'all know Boyce Watkins was in college, like the chick he's with now. When he was in college, he was feeling the chick, but she wasn't feeling him because she thought he was corny. She done went and had kids with another dude, and now that she done hit the wall, now that she's older, now she's ready to be with Boyce Watkins. And that's the reason why I say, do y'all feel like Michael B. Jordan redeemed himself? Because he's not allowing chicks to spin the block on him. You feel what I'm saying? But this chick, like, I really feel like she's one of those chicks. You feel me?
L'Oreal did admit that in high school, she used to make fun of him.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come.
You see that? That's not teasing. You were picking on him. Let's be real about this. She said we used to tease him about his name because his name was Michael Jordan. And we were like, you're no Michael Jordan. And if you really want to be truthfully honest, that's probably why when he became an actor, he made it a point to use his middle initial. We can't even look. We got to speculate on this shit because we don't even know. He may have started using his middle initial because of trauma. In school, he might have just been Michael Jordan. And they probably messed with him so much about it that when he started his acting career, he probably was like, well, my name is Michael B. Jordan. Because guess what? If that's the reason why he did it, he ain't never going to tell nobody. See, the thing that people don't realize about us guys, women can really mess you up in high school. Women can really, like chicks in high school, can really mess up your confidence, can really hurt your ego. And they don't care nothing about it. They cold-blooded with it. They cold-blooded with it. There'll be a chick. Let me tell you something. Now that I'm grown and now that I'm successful, years ago, there were chicks that I went to school with that would hit me up on Facebook on some hey big head type bullshit, like what you up to, what's been going on. And I'm sitting here like, bro, when I was in high school, you didn't even look in my direction. And now all of a sudden you try, like, are you serious? So in high school, when I thought you were cute and might have wanted to go steady with you and you know, hold hands and, you know, sneak a kiss between class, you know, innocent shit like that, you wasn't looking in my direction. You feel me? You wasn't looking in my direction because I wasn't, you know, I wasn't no damn star athlete and none of that. Like, there were girls that liked me and all of that shit, but I'm not going to sit here in front and act like there wasn't girls that I was feeling and couldn't talk to because they was on some, they want to date the star athlete and all of that shit. But then when you get grown, after they done had a slew of failed relationships, a bunch of crumb snatchers, and they done ballooned up a couple 100 pounds. Now all of a sudden they want to hit you up talking about what you been up to. Not a damn thing. What did Smokey say when old girl was like, Ugh, what's good? Not a damn thing. Nothing. Like, bro, the most satisfying shit in this world for a guy is when you are grown, especially like if you was one of them kids. I was always a skinny kid, right? But if you was one of them kids that was a fat kid in school, and then you got older and you lost the weight because you got older and got in shape and shit, and now all of a sudden, you know, and you're successful, now all of a sudden all of the girls want to talk to you and shit. There's no feeling more satisfying than when that chick from high school that you had a crush on that curbed you now all of a sudden wants to talk to you. And what makes it worse is not only does she want to talk to you, but she doesn't realize that you ain't the same chick that you was in high school. They don't realize that shit. They still think they have pretty privilege. So what makes it even more satisfying is like the shit reverses. You become successful and got a lot going on, and they ain't got shit going on, and they don't look the way they used to look, but they'll still try to shoot their shot because they're so used to getting what they want. And then, bruh, there's no feeling more satisfying than when they try to spin the block and you curb their ass. And I don't care what nobody says.
Like
this chick is so obsessed with him. I know this is what it is. I know this is what it is. He like, because look, let me tell you something. Chicks are horrible at predicting the future. Chicks are horrible at predicting the future. In high school, let's be clear about something. Chicks will try to talk to certain guys because they think those guys are going to be XYZ. So like they'll talk to the popular guy because they think that his popularity in school is going to translate into the real world. They think the popular guy, when he gets out of high school, is going to be successful. Or the star athlete is going to end up going to the NBA or some shit like that. And it usually never happens, right? So what happens is the way it works is it's usually the kids in high school. Like I'll put it to you like this. This is what happens. The girls in high school that are pimply faced, nerdy, that wear glasses, that, you know, are late bloomers, they get out of high school and turn into baddies. They get out of high school and turn into baddies. You feel me? And the dudes in high school that are geeky, nerdy, or what people consider lames, or to they self or whatever, and don't really like to be that social, they get out of high school and become successful. That's how it be happening. It's always the person in high school that you least expect to glow up, that glows up. And that's what this situation is. They did not think that boy was going to become Michael B. Jordan. They did not think that. And that's why they spent so much time, because trust and believe, if they thought that he was going to be successful, they would have never picked on him. They would have been kissing his ass. But see, now it's too late. And they can do all of the revisionist history they want to try to make it seem like they wasn't as bad to him as they were. He remembers that shit. Like, bro, let me tell you something. People will act like, people will be like, kids are horrible. Let's be clear about this. Kids are cold-blooded, right? So you'll be in high school and somebody will come at you sideways, and then after you get grown, they act like they don't remember that shit. They act like they don't remember that shit. Or they'll downplay it. They'll be like, man, I wasn't, I wasn't, like I saw a video on TikTok where there was this girl. She was catching the subway, and she bumped into this chick that used to pick with her and bully her. And she told the girl, she's like, "Hey, ain't your name so-and-so?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You remember me? My name is so-and-so." She's like, "Yeah, I remember you." She's like, "You remember how you used to pick on me?" And she's like, "Pick on you? I never picked on you." Before she could even get it out, the girl punched in her face. Like, they always try to act like they never did that shit. You feel me? They always act like they never did that shit. But I tell you what, I guarantee you Michael B. Jordan remember that shit. Hey, I guarantee he remembers everybody that picked on him.
Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, "What you gonna do with your little stupid headshots?" Like, and now look at him.
That's picking on him. That's bullying him. So you're picking on him because of his name that he don't have no control over because his parents named him that. And he had you know what a headshot is? A headshot is, for those of you that don't know, a headshot is your photo that you send when you're trying to audition for movies and TV shows and shit. They was picking on him, bro. Why would he want to talk to you now that he's a movie star when you were picking on him for wanting to be a movie star? I gotta rewind this shit.
L'Oreal did admit that in high school, she used to make fun of him.
To be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, "What you gonna do with your little stupid headshots?" Like, and now look at him.
Well, Michael clearly caught wind of all that.
Like, bro, let me tell you something. Just listening to her voice pisses me off. Because I remember girls like that in high school. I couldn't stand chicks like that in high school. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, I used to watch as chicks would relentlessly pick on people. And it wasn't just dudes, they pick on girls too. Like, if there was a girl in class that wasn't like, you know, that was like nerdy or, you know, quiet or whatever, they would pick on them too. Like, you can listen to her voice and tell what type of chick she was. You feel me? The type of chick that'll pick on you and make fun of you. And then when you start cracking jokes back, she'll go try to get her brother or her boyfriend or one of her male cousins to beat you up because you got the best of her in a roasting session. Like, she one of them type of chicks. Like, just hearing her voice annoys the shit out of me.
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
And L'Oreal later shared this final moment from the uncomfortable chat. L'Oreal did admit that.
Now, if that wasn't worse, if that wasn't bad enough.
Michael B. Jordan has finally responded after Kim Kardashian asked if he was single right after his Oscars win. But this was never just a simple question.
So right after he wins his Oscar, Kim Kardashian, the black man ruiner, right? She tweets, hold on, let me see if I can pull up the tweet. These strags is thirsty as hell, bruh. They thirsty as hell, fam. Where's the original tweet? Where's the original tweet? So in the original tweet, Kim Kardashian
just went off after Michael B. Jordan.
No, where's the original tweet? So in the original tweet, she said he deserves it. And is he single? Asking for a friend. Kim Kardashian, Michael B. Jordan don't want you. Because everybody looks at that like, even he look at it like, oh, that's her trying to have a moment because what he said was, I'm good. Every time a successful black man is winning, somehow you try to insert yourself into the moment and shift the narrative. Not happening here. I worked too hard for this to turn it into something else. Respectfully, keep me out of it. Right? So Michael B. Jordan felt like this was Kim Kardashian trying to put herself in his light while he's winning this, right? And I don't think he realized that was her shooting her shot at you, bro. And what gave it away is when she said, is he single, asking for a friend? Yeah, right. You ain't asking for no damn friend. Like, she's a man eater. You feel what I'm saying? He's winning right now, so she's trying to attach herself to him or whatever, and he curbed her ass in front of the whole world. And I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he did it. Now she's somewhere butthurt, talking about it was never that deep. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. In fact, this is what she said. Hold on.
Kim Kardashian just went off.
She said it was never that deep. I was simply showing support. Not everything needs to be turned into an attack. People are quick to misunderstand confidence and attention. I know who I am, and I don't need to insert myself anywhere. Then why the hell you speaking? Why you speaking on it? Like, let that man enjoy his win. Why you gotta, yo, bro, I'm telling you right now, every time a man is winning, there's a list of hoes trying their best to get a piece of his victory. Every single time, bro. Every single time a man is winning at something, there's a long line of women trying to figure out how they can get a piece of that victory. And that's all she was doing. And he curbed her ass, and rightfully so, because guess what else happened?
And the one thing the internet.
Guess what else happened? He won his Oscar, and guess who tries to call his phone and text him to congratulate him? Lori Harvey. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Do you really think you going and see, this is the thing. They think they can get away with shit like this because of their looks. They think they can get away with this thirsty ass bullshit. Because had it been me, I would have told Lori Harvey, I would have sent her a nice text message back. The hell are you texting me for? She lucky. She lucky that Michael B. Jordan is a good dude. She's lucky. She's lucky. Because you know what I would have did? You know what my diabolical ass would have did? I would have said, I really appreciate it. I would have answered that phone call just to see where it was going. Just to see where it was going. And if she started giving that vibe like she wanted to rekindle some shit, I'd have been with it. I'd have been like, yeah, that's cool. We can meet up. Yeah. I'd have dogged the shit out of her. Bro, I'd have been cheating on her and all kinds of shit. And then dumped her. Bro, let me tell you something. Y'all dudes don't be operating right because the fact that these chicks that did y'all dirty be spinning the block on y'all and y'all be trying to make it work, man, please. Man, please. Man, please. She'd have been like, oh my God, you've changed. Yeah, you changed me. You feel me? In fact, that reminds me of something. Let me see if I can find it. I saved it the other day just for y'all, just for an occasion like this. At least I hope I saved it. Where is it at? Where is it at? Y'all gonna get a kick out of this. Oh Lord, there we go right here. Check it out.
Man, if you ain't happily married or in a relationship with somebody that you truly love by now, man, you might well give it up because the dating scene out here dead. I meet this woman, and after talking for a while, we decide to link up and go on a date. So I'm like, shit, well, what you got in mind for this date? Like, what you like to do? Then she was like, oh, I'm a simple woman, and I'm old-fashioned, so dinner and a movie would be fine with me. So I'm like, shit, that's a bet. And in my head, I was like, shit, I might be able to build something with her. Bruh. Then the day before the date, the shenanigans began. She gonna text me earlier that day talking about, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm having car trouble. In my head, I'm like, bitch, what you sorry to tell me for? That's your car. No. But I ain't even know how to respond to that, so I just text back like, damn. Bruh. And I was like, shit, yeah, we just gonna have to postpone. And she didn't respond right away, so I thought she had left it alone. No. Then she gonna text out of nowhere talking about, hey, I wanted to ask you something. So I text back and said, what's up? This bitch talking about, since we ain't going on a date, how about you just give me the money you was gonna spend on a date so I can get my car repaired? Bro, what are you talking about, man? And now I'm staring at the phone like I would be staring at her if she was saying this shit in my face. And besides, bitch, where you thought we was going? Talking about sending you the money I was gonna spend on a date. Bitch, you think we was going to Root Chris or something? Bitch, we was going to the movies and maybe Golden Corral after. Come on now, dog. Yeah, so I'm confused. Bruh. So I text back, I'm like, what you mean? Then this bitch gonna text back talking about if you broke, you can't do it, just say that. What? So I text back, bitch, I'm broken, you the one asking me for money. Then this bitch gonna text back talking about, well, I don't see how that would be a problem if you was gonna spend the money on a date anyway. A bullshit? And I said, first of all, I never said it was no problem. And second of all, I wasn't gonna spend no more than $50, $60, $80 top, so half of that would only been $40. Damn. Then this bitch talking about, well, can you at least send the 40? So I said, that depends. Bruh. She talking about depends on what? I said, you gonna do what it do for the 40? Yeah, that brother's starving. She talking about, what the fuck you mean am I gonna do what it do for the 40? So I said, well, since you want me to send the money as if we still going on a date, can we still do what we was gonna do after the date? Come on now, dog. Then she went on her little rant talking about, well, I hope you don't think I'm no hoe just because I'm asking you for money and we just met and yada yada this and yada yada that. But the moral of the story is, we're still going for the 40. Come on, man. Yeah, you bitch ass niggas just don't know how to negotiate.
He said the moral of the story is it's still going for the 40. Y'all bitch ass niggas just don't know how to negotiate. Bruh, let me tell you something about me. Let me tell you something about the angry man. And this is why there's plenty of women that back in the day when I was single, they'd be like, I can't stand that yellow nigga. Let me tell you something. If I was in Michael B. Jordan's position, big ass movie star, just won an Oscar, and my phone is blowing up, bruh, it'd be the worst. It would be the worst mistake of any chick that dared to break my damn heart, that dared to curb me, that even attempted to play me. Bruh, if they tried to spin the block, oh my God, I would have the most diabolical shit in store for them. They just wouldn't know. Bruh, I be doing petty ass shit. You hear me? I be doing, I'm talking about next level Dave Chappelle, 50 Cent petty ass shit. I'm talking about sit on the phone for 2-3 hours having a conversation like I'm so in love that I'm head over heels. I'm talking deep in love. I be sitting on there all kinds of simping, bruh, talking about everything I want to do. Yeah, you know, I'm getting this bread now, I just wanted to, back then I didn't have it like that. Now I got it like that. You feel me? I just wanted to wine and dine you. You know what I mean? Bro, I'll be selling us so many damn dreams. And then I'll be like, yeah, you want to go with me to we gonna go to Turks and Caicos. We gonna go to where you want to go. We can go anywhere you want to go. Where you want to go? Where you want to go? I want to go to Jamaica. Word, how long you want to go? You want to go how long? Let me know. Because I got some time off. Wait, how long? I want to celebrate. Got this Oscar? Shit. Let's celebrate. Can you take time off? How much time you think you could take off? You think you take off a week? Yeah, I think I can take off a week. Word, meet me at the airport. That bitch should be sitting at the airport forever. She be at the airport. She be like, damn, it's almost time. He about to miss the plane. Let me call him. Hey, you on your way? Yeah, I'm on the way right now. I'm in traffic. Don't worry, I'm going to get there, though. Okay, I'll see you when you get here. Nigga, I'm sitting on the couch scratching my nuts. I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, nigga. Oh, next day that boy called me up like, hey, what happened? Well, what you mean what happened? We were supposed to do, you missed the flight. Damn. You know what? I bumped into one of my homeboys and got to talking and I completely forgot about it. What? You forgot? How you forget about? Look, I got a lot going on. But you know what? It's all good. We can still go. You still want to go? Matter of fact, forget that. Let's go out to dinner tonight. I'll make it up to you, right? I got you. He was supposed to be here by now. What's going on? Hey, is you on the way? Yo, I'm about to pull up right now. I'll be there in 5 minutes. How long you want to play this game? How long you want to play this game? You know when they fed up, because then they start sending you the damn text messages mad as hell. Why you got to play with me like this? This is some bullshit. Why are you doing this? You text back, because I'm petty. Because I'm a petty ass nickel. I'm petty as hell. And not only am I petty, but let me put you on the game. Let me put you on to something else. I got a secret to tell you. In fact, hold on. I'm gonna call you. I got a secret. Hold on. You call up, you're like, yeah. Like I said, I'm petty. Why you got to be petty? I thought we was adults. We are adults. You know what? Matter of fact, I got a secret to tell you. You listening? You ain't gonna see no signs of this paper. Click. Might even hit her with a, I'm rich, bitch. Hang up the phone. Bruh, I'd be the pettiest nigga in the world. If I was Michael B. Jordan, I would be the pettiest nigga in the world right now. Guarantee you would never call my phone again. I turn into Killmonger on her ass, like straight up and down, just petty as hell. Petty. I told y'all, I'll never forget this, right? There was this chick that I talked to when I was 19, right? Chick was from Trinidad. Chick gonna try to call herself trying to play me, right? But I peeped what she was doing and broke up with her. Peeped what she was doing and broke up with her or whatever, right? I say about 10 years later, I bumped into that chick in Walmart. She was looking raggedy. I'm talking about she looked like the world had just kicked her ass, bruh. I'm talking just look, just stressed out and beat down. I didn't even really recognize her. Now, I was good money. You feel me? I was good money. I was straight, right? Was doing well, had a good paying job, pushing the BMW. I was good. Bumped into this chick. She's like, hey, I ain't seen you in forever. Oh, what's good with you? We standing there talking. She started giving me some sob story about how she's about to be deported and shit. Talk about the only way she gonna be able to stay in the country is if she marries somebody and shit, right? She's saying this shit and I'm looking at her. I said, well, it was good seeing you. You know, hope your situation works out. Walk smooth the fuck off. You should have seen the look on her face. Like, the look on her face was priceless. And then what make it so bad, this is how much I know God loved me, right? I go back to shopping or whatever, right? I get what I need, check out, and leave, and I get in my car. And just as I'm leaving out of the parking lot, you know how in Walmart, you come out of the parking area and you drive in that lane where all, like, right in front of the doors, right? Just as I'm pulling by the door, she's walking out of the door. Like, it's almost like God timed it perfectly. Just as I'm pulling by, she's walking out of the door looking at me riding by in that damn BMW. Funniest shit in the world, bro. Funniest shit in the world. Now, If I'm gonna be petty just off the strength of that, imagine what I would do if I was a damn Oscar winning actor. Like, for real. So I don't know why. And see, that just shows you the level of entitlement that some of these chicks got. There's chicks out here that will do you grimy. I'm talking about do you dirty, bruh. Completely. Like, it could be a chick you really feeling. It could be a chick that you really feeling, you really in love with the chick. You know what I'm saying? You love everything about it, and she just do you grimy. I'm talking about cold-blooded grimy, right? And you know, break up with you, you know, break your heart, have you looking crazy, have you going through changes and shit. I'm talking about the type of chick that break your heart and then you be sitting in the crib for a week, don't want to come out the crib, your homeboys gotta get you back out there in the world. I'm talking about like Jon Favreau on Swingers type shit. Just completely destroy you and shit. You build yourself back up. You good. You done forgot about it. You finally done forgot about this chick. Next day, you know, you get a phone call from her. She trying to spin the damn block. And never does it ever cross their mind. Like, think about how entitled you got to be to do somebody completely dirty and think that you could get back with them and they're not going to try to do you dirty. Just think about that. Their level of entitlement is so ridiculous, they're so delusional that it never crosses their mind that spinning the block and getting back with you will give you the opportunity to do their ass dirty. They never think about that shit. And you know why they don't think about that shit? Because they don't believe it's possible. You know why they don't believe it's possible? Because they think the sun rises and sets on their ass. They think that they are God's gift to the damn world. They think that you're lucky that she gave you another shot. And there's no possible way on God's green earth that you would mess that up by trying to get your get back. Now, tell me how delusional that is. Tell me how delusional that is. It's obvious that Lori Harvey broke Michael B. Jordan's heart. What would possess her to pick up her phone and text that man after he won an Oscar? She probably ain't text that man since they broke up. She probably ain't called that man since they broke up. She probably ain't even hit that nigga up to see if he was still breathing. But ironically, the night that he wins the damn Oscar, some shit that's a major achievement for an actor, all of a sudden she just decides to text him. She ain't shit, bruh. And I'm glad this confirms what I was saying. I said this back when he broke up with her. She ain't shit. She ain't shit, bruh. If she had any dignity, any respect, she would have left that man alone. Why you texting that man? Why you calling that man? They have no shame, bruh. They have absolutely no shame. Better not be no damn mosquito. They have absolutely no shame. Yeah, straight up clout chaser. Yeah, she was with Diddy. She just broke up with Damson, the dude that played Franklin Saint on Snowfall. She just broke up with him. Because if you remember, she broke up with Michael B. Jordan, and then she got with him. That's all she's doing. She's playing hopscotch. She's jumping from, all she's doing is she's getting with every dude that she think is going to be the next big thing. That's all she doing. That's all she doing, bro. Says she's the black Kim K. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can't even call her a gold digger. She's something different. She's something different. And you know how she gonna end up? Like Nicole Murphy, like Lisa Ray. That's how she gonna end up. She's gonna end up just like Nicole Murphy or Lisa Ray. Once that wall hit, she gonna be looking crazy. Vivica too. Stacey Dash. Yep. He said Lori Hardashian. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan, in my opinion, I feel like he redeemed himself because he ain't letting them chicks spin the block. Now, if he mess around and get back with Lori Harvey, I'm going to be disappointed because she's not going to stop trying. Make no mistake about that. Chicks like that do not take rejection well. She's not going to stop trying. Trust and believe. I guarantee you, she sent him a few more messages since then. I promise you she has. I guarantee you she sent him a few more messages. She's not going to stop. She's not going to stop. So we're going to get to see how strong Michael B. Jordan's resolve is. If I was Michael B. Jordan, you know what I would do? I would get me a regular chick that ain't no movie star, that ain't no celebrity, ain't none of that. I get me a regular, average-looking chick. That's what I would do if I was him. If I was him, I'd get a regular chick and rock out with her and have the rest of them looking crazy as hell. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's what really pissed them chicks off. Chicks like Lori Harvey and them, if you go get a regular chick that ain't no damn supermodel and ain't no celebrity and shit, they be looking like, why he get her? What she got that I don't got? Some damn sense. That's what. Some damn sense. That's just like with Patrice O'Neal, right? Patrice O'Neal said his girl used to play this game with him where they be watching a show and there'd be a bunch of women on the show and his girl would ask him, which girl does he like? Which girl does he think is pretty? He said he would always look to see whichever chick was the biggest chick, whichever one was the fattest chick and the most unattractive chick, he'd be like, that one right there. And you know why he did that shit? Because like, if you want to play this game, okay, let's play this game. Let's play this game. Let's play this game. I'm going to point at the chick that's way less attractive than you. And you know what that does psychologically to the chick? It lets her know that I'm not impressed. You feel me? I'm not impressed with your looks. See, dudes don't like, you have dudes that come on to the internet, right? And they'll say stuff like, oh, a lot of you men don't have standards. And they'll try to say that men don't have standards because, you know, a lot of men will smash anything. A lot of men will get with women that other dudes feel like ain't up to par or whatever. Dudes don't even realize if you're a single dude, that's your superpower. They don't even realize that shit. That's your superpower. That's your damn superpower. And you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Because what a chick like Lori Harvey, what she's banking on is the fact that you're going to be obsessed with her over her looks. You're going to be obsessed with her looks. But see, if she knows that you're not the type of dude that rocks like that, you're not obsessed with looks, that takes away her damn power. That takes away her leverage. You feel me? Like if you have a dude that's a celebrity and he got exes that's like supermodel bad and shit, and he get with a regular chick, he get with an average chick, like say a 7. Let's say the dude used to date dimes. And let's say he get with a 7 and he get in a long-term relationship with a 7. When those dimes see that situation, because chicks is mad competitive, right? When those dimes see that situation, they be like, why he with her? I'm way badder than her or whatever. And then they try to spin the block. See, the only way that shit works is if you a solid dude. In other words, the dime try to spin the block and then the dude be like, nah, I'm good. That's when they be like, what? Wait a minute. Because then they try to hit you with the what does she have that I don't have? She's a better woman than you. It's like for real. But she don't look as good as me. I disagree. She's beautiful. They can't handle that shit. Oh, bro, you know how many chicks is mad at Omari Hardwick? You know how many chicks is mad at Omari Hardwick? You know how many chicks is mad at James St. Patrick? They heated with him. They heated with him because they like, what? Wait a minute. How you gonna be with?
we going up.
It's time to read the super chats.
They they can't stand that shit. Yo, shout out to Silent Sniper.
That's that BINO energy.
Silent Sniper said, the crazy thing is she made fun of his shots in high school, but he ended up starring in The Wire at age 15. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, shout out to Crocodile Tears. He said Chris Hemsworth would have made a good He-Man. Shout out to Jimmy, said, I had one do it for the labor for a brake job. That's crazy. Shout out to Aaron. He said 80s Looney Tunes, bike rides, forever in the sun. Gen X asked, what's a heat stroke? Oh, and snow forts in the winter. Yeah. Shout out to Anthony. He said the new He-Man, I don't have the power. Shout out to Black Goku Zero, said size of a female narcissist, rewrite history to try to play the victim. Yep. Shout out to Black Goku Zero again, said another sign of a Jezebel, when they don't get their way, they will shift the narrative to make the victim the villain. Yeah. Shout out to Quinn, said Dave Chappelle's petty skit made her divorce her man. Bro, that was hilarious. That was hilarious, bro. Shout out to Walter, said, in the words of Mike Jones, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. Yep. So if I was Michael B. Jordan, I would live my life, enjoy my success, and curb all of those strags. I would curb all of them strags. Shout out to Ace Star, said Michael B. Jordan talking to Asian actress SS. She told Lori Harvey, black man on my arm, no black man on your arm. Oh my God, that shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. But we've been on here about 4 hours. Y'all already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that hung out with me. I'm going to get up out of here because I got to make some new videos for tomorrow. You feel me? So be on the lookout for me. Let's see. Shout out to Found Link, said Angryman would talk to the exes like Martin in that stand-up special. Gotta go. See you when I see you. Facts. Facts. But yo, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Deuces.
The session is closed. The board is dismissed.
I gave you the blueprint, now go build a state. Stop arguing with broke, man, stop debating with fate. We don't negotiate value, we dictate the price. You watch the show for free, I just gave you a slice. But the real ones know where the equity lives. We taking everything, we got nothing to give. The manual is waiting, you know where it's at. This ain't a gamble, it's a guaranteed bet.
Build, protect, lead. Go and plant a seed. Build, protect, lead. That's the code we need. Go to the side, secure the command. The Angryman Channel, the standard of the land.
TheAngrymanChannel.com.
Get the shirt, get the boost.
Start watching, start working. We up.